Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining. Today I'm going to do sort of an unboxing of a watch that is from one of my favorite watch manufacturers, and that's Reactor. And this is a Reactor Quantum. And the Reactor Watch Company, they're out of Agora Hills, California. And again, these are known as bulletproof watches. They are just solid watches. And sadly, the company is kind of winding down. They're not going to be making watches too much longer. They may have already stopped and are selling off their inventory. But again, just fantastic, heavy-duty, solid, beautiful watches. And the customer service is outstanding. Whenever I've had a question, I've called directly to the Agora Hills customer service line, and I speak to someone there who, again, knows their stuff, including the founder, Jimmy. Again, just a fantastic company. This, again, is a Reactor Quantum. These watches come in these solid metal containers, and again, they everything about them are just solid. And just take this off. And by the way, they say you can use this container. It's insulated to hold a beer can, and yeah. Use that as a beer can holder. So here's the watch. Again, this is the Quantum. Beautiful watch, heavy duty. And by the way, I just wanted to show this as well. On the bottom of the case, there's a little magnetic holder here, and underneath it is the watch manual and also some extra links. The watch band itself is pretty large. I've got a large wrist, and it's fine. It's just big enough for me, but there are extra links if you really have an extra large wrist. So here we go. This Quantum watch is about 45 millimeters in diameter, and again, this is a chronograph. Really solid. Another great thing about these Reactor watches, instead of spring bars holding in the wristband, they use screw bars. So these are actually screwed down. Again, solid. And the also the watch back are solid as well, and they're stainless steel, and they're forged, not stamped, again back there. So really solid. And as you can see, if you're going to unscrew the watch back, instead of having these little notches, which a lot of the watch companies have, they have really large notches, so you can really easily put in a watch back remover to unscrew the back to replace the battery or whatever you need to do. And by the way, this watch has a Swiss movement, and the Swiss movement is a Ronda movement. That's the name of the company, R-O-N-D-A. And I believe this is the 50-30, the Ronda 50-30 movement. So really cool movement. As I mentioned, this is a chronograph, so and this is cool too. The start, stop, and reset buttons for the chronograph are actually screw down, again, to make them extra waterproof. So you can just unscrew the start, stop, and reset button, and then you can use the chronograph. Didn't push it hard enough. There we go. And the dial in the upper right-hand corner is the normal seconds for the watch, and then the main orange hand is for the stopwatch. And then as you count off the minutes in the stopwatch, it's in the upper left-hand corner. And of course, to reset it, again, really nice, solid watch. So again, I just want to do a quick unboxing of the Reactor Quantum. And you can still get some of these Reactor watches, these beautiful Reactor watches, on the Reactor website. And the Reactor website is, I'll put a link down below, but it's reactorwatch.com. Reactorwatch.com. The last thing I wanted to mention about this Reactor Quantum watch, and just about all of the Reactor watches, and that is the lume. For those of you who like lume, and of course who doesn't, these watches have a fantastic lume. It's called Super Luminova, And, once you go into the dark from the light, even if you charge the watch face, by holding it in the sun or under a bright light, or if you're just in the light and go into the dark, it is super, super bright. It's fantastic. It's one of the brightest lumes I've ever seen, and it lasts a long time. It's not tritium, so it doesn't last all night long when you're in the dark, but again, it is super bright. And by the way, Reactor does have some watches that are a combination of the superluminova and tritium, and they're designated by an ND, and that stands for never dark. And when you first go into the dark from the light, the superluminova really illuminates the numbers and the hands and so forth. And then as it wears off, after you're in the dark for a few hours, then the tritium still stays illuminated for unlimited amount of time. So again, I just wanted to do a quick unboxing and review of my new Reactor Quantum watch. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and like this video. It definitely helps. We'll see you next time. Take care.